Feeling like you've lost a step after 60? Your energy, your stamina? Even in the bedroom? You're not alone. But what if I told you the problem isn't your age, it's your plumbing, your circulation? And the fix isn't a pill, it's these 5 specific foods sitting in your kitchen right now. This is about reclaiming your vitality, boosting your performance, and feeling that energetic flow you thought was gone for good. Stay tuned, because the 5th one on this list is so powerful, elite athletes use it as a secret weapon to boost their performance, and it can do the same for you. Let's start with the foundation, the absolute bedrock of better blood flow. We're kicking things off with a true nutritional giant that's hiding in a simple shell, the walnut. Now, you've probably heard they're good for your brain, but let's talk about why they are miracle workers for your body's entire delivery system. The magic is all about a powerful amino acid called L-arginine. Think of L-arginine as the high-quality raw material, the premium-grade steel that your body needs to build something incredible. And that incredible thing is a molecule called nitric oxide. If you remember one thing from this entire video, remember nitric oxide. It is the master key that unlocks your entire circulatory system. So, what does it do? Nitric oxide is a vasodilator. That's a sciencey term, but the concept is simple, and I want you to picture this clearly. Imagine a garden hose that's being pinched and squeezed. The water sputters out, weak and pathetic, right? That's what happens inside your body when your blood vessels are tight and constricted. The blood struggles to get where it needs to go. Now, nitric oxide is the signal that tells your body to unpinch that hose. It instructs the smooth muscles inside your artery walls to just relax, to open up. And when they do, blood surges through freely and powerfully, delivering life-giving oxygen and nutrients to every single cell. Your brain, your muscles, your heart, and yes, absolutely down there. For men, this powerful, unimpeded blood flow is the fundamental physical requirement for strong and lasting erections. For women, it dramatically increases sensitivity, arousal, and natural lubrication. It's the non-negotiable foundation of sexual function for everyone. Walnuts are one of the best plant-based sources of the L-arginine needed to make this happen, but that's not all. Walnuts also come packed with your body's personal security team, antioxidants. They are loaded with vitamin E and special compounds called polyphenols that fight off something called oxidative stress. Think of oxidative stress as tiny sparks flying off a machine, causing rust and damage over time. This rust damages the delicate inner lining of your arteries, making them stiff and sticky. The antioxidants in walnuts are like a rust-proofing spray, protecting your vessels and keeping them smooth and flexible. Finally, they contain a special type of omega-3 fat called ALA. This fat is a potent inflammation fighter. We'll talk more about inflammation later, but just know that the ALA in walnuts helps to cool down irritation in your arteries, keeping your internal plumbing clean and healthy. So when you grab a handful of walnuts, you're doing 3 things at once: providing the raw materials for more flow, protecting your pipes from rust, and cooling down system-wide irritation. It's a true triple threat for vitality. All right, we've laid the foundation with walnuts, which give us the building blocks for that miracle molecule, nitric oxide. Now, let's bring in the project manager. Let's talk about blueberries. These little blue orbs are more than just a sweet topping for your oatmeal. They are circulation superstars. Their brilliant color comes from compounds called anthocyanins, which are potent antioxidants. But here's where it gets interesting. While walnuts give you the L-arginine, the blueberries act like the foreman at the factory, revving up production and making the whole process of creating nitric oxide more efficient. They stimulate the specific enzyme in your body that actually converts the L-arginine into nitric oxide. It's a perfect partnership. You're not just providing the materials, you're also upgrading the machinery to get the job done faster and better. These anthocyanins are also the sworn protectors of your endothelium. What's that? The endothelium is the ultra-thin, non-stick lining inside all of your blood vessels. Think of it like the Teflon coating on a brand new frying pan. Everything just glides across it smoothly. As we age, damage from high blood sugar, inflammation, and oxidative stress can scratch and wear away that non-stick coating. It becomes sticky, and that's where plaque and other problems begin. The powerful compounds in blueberries act like a restoration crew, protecting and even helping to repair that delicate lining, keeping your arteries slick and smooth on the inside so blood can flow without any friction. So, a daily cup of blueberries isn't just a tasty habit. It's a direct investment in the health of your circulatory infrastructure. You're telling your body to make more of that flow-boosting nitric oxide, and you're simultaneously protecting the very highways that your blood travels on. This means more efficient delivery of oxygen, which translates to more physical stamina, better cognitive function, and of course, improved responsiveness when it matters most. So far, we've provided the building blocks for blood flow and hired a foreman to speed up production. Now it's time to call in the cleanup crew and the fire department. We're heading to the ocean for our third food, fatty fish like wild-caught salmon, mackerel, sardines, and herring. The superstars here are two legendary omega-3 fats, EPA and DHA. You just have to remember the letters. These aren't just any fats. They are the most powerful inflammation fighters you can eat. I want you to think of chronic low-grade inflammation as a fire alarm in your body that's stuck on. It's not a raging fire, but a constant, irritating, high-pitched screech that goes on 24/7, day after day, year after year. This constant noise damages the delicate lining of your arteries, making them irritated and vulnerable. The EPA and DHA in fatty fish are like the elite firefighting team that doesn't just put out the little fires this alarm is causing. They find the faulty wiring and fix the alarm system itself. They are precursors to molecules in your body called resolvins and protectins, which are literally your body's natural off switches for inflammation. By eating these fish, you are actively turning down the volume on that damaging inflammatory noise, giving your blood vessels a chance to heal and stay healthy. But their job doesn't stop there. EPA and DHA also work as a sort of blood conditioner. They help to make your blood less sticky and thick. They do this by making blood platelets less likely to clump together unnecessarily. You want your blood to flow like red wine, not like ketchup. By making your blood slicker and more fluid, these omega-3s ensure it can easily navigate through the vast network of tiny microvessels all over your body, especially in the sensitive tissues where precise blood flow is everything. On top of all that, they also help to lower triglycerides, a type of fat in your blood that can clog arteries, and they even support the nitric oxide factory we've been talking about. So, adding fatty fish to your diet a couple of times a week is like performing a complete system overhaul. You're extinguishing chronic inflammation, optimizing your blood's texture for better flow, and clearing out harmful fats from the pipes. But hold on. Eating all these amazing foods is a fantastic step, but it won't move the needle if you're simultaneously consuming the #1 circulation killer. And it's probably in your pantry right now. I'm talking about excess sugar, especially in the form of high fructose corn syrup found in sodas, packaged sweets, and countless processed foods. Think of sugar as liquid sandpaper for the delicate non-stick lining of your arteries. It creates massive inflammation and oxidative stress, directly damaging the endothelium and making it stiff and sticky. It completely counteracts the benefits of the nitric oxide you're trying to produce. You can eat all the walnuts and blueberries in the world, but if you're chasing them with a can of soda, you're taking 1 step forward and 2 steps back. Cutting back on sugary drinks and processed snacks is one of the most powerful, non-negotiable steps you can take to protect your pipes and allow these superfoods to actually do their job. Okay, let's get back to the good stuff. Now this next one is cool. Our bodies are incredibly smart, and they don't like to rely on just one way to get a critical job done. So far, we've talked about the main highway to producing that all-important nitric oxide. Well, leafy greens like spinach, arugula, and Swiss chard give us a completely different, secret backdoor to get there. Think of it as a biological cheat code for better blood flow. These vegetables are loaded with a compound called dietary nitrates. Now, don't confuse these with the unhealthy nitrates in cured meats. These are your allies. The process is fascinating. When you chew a handful of peppery arugula, the good bacteria in your mouth start converting those nitrates into nitrites. This is then absorbed into your body, which can directly convert it into nitric oxide. You're essentially bypassing the first part of the factory line we built with walnuts and injecting a potent precursor right where it's needed. This pathway is fast, efficient, and incredibly effective. It's why studies consistently show that diets rich in greens can significantly lower blood pressure. You are literally eating the raw materials that tell your arteries to relax and widen. But that's not their only trick. Leafy greens are also a top source of vitamin K. Vitamin K acts like a tiny, intelligent traffic cop for calcium in your body. Its job is to direct calcium into your bones and teeth, where it belongs, and strictly prohibit it from being deposited in your arteries. When calcium ends up in your artery walls, it makes them hard and stiff, like an old pipe. This is arterial calcification, and it's a huge enemy of healthy circulation. By keeping calcium out of your arteries, vitamin K ensures your vessels stay flexible and pliable, like a new rubber hose, able to expand and contract easily to manage blood flow. So, building your meals around a big bed of leafy greens isn't just a healthy choice, it's a strategic move. You're using a secret backdoor to flood your system with nitric oxide while also employing a traffic cop to keep your arteries from hardening. We've built the factory, hired the foreman, brought in the fire department, and discovered a secret cheat code. Now, it's time to bring in the rocket fuel. We've arrived at our fifth food, the one I teased at the beginning. If leafy greens are the champions of that nitrite-nitric oxide pathway, then beetroot is the undisputed heavyweight king of the entire division. Beets contain one of the most concentrated doses of health-promoting nitrates found in nature. This is why you see professional athletes chugging beetroot juice before a competition. They're not doing it for the taste, they're doing it for the massive, performance-enhancing surge of nitric oxide it provides. When you consume beetroot, you are essentially mainlining the precursor for vasodilation. The effect is profound and fast. Your arteries relax and open wide, allowing for a huge increase in the volume of blood that can flow through them. This means more oxygen gets delivered to your muscles, which is why it boosts athletic stamina and endurance. And that exact same principle applies directly to sexual performance and daily vitality. More oxygen delivery means more energy, better function, and greater responsiveness. The brilliant red color of beets comes from pigments called betalains, which are themselves powerful antioxidants and inflammation fighters. So while the nitrates are providing that immediate, powerful boost to your blood flow, the betalains are working in the background, protecting your vessels from long-term damage. It's a 1-2 punch of immediate performance enhancement and long-term protection. Roasting them, grating them raw into a salad, or, for the most potent effect, juicing them. It doesn't matter how you get them in. Incorporating this vibrant root vegetable is like flipping a switch to turn on a tidal wave of blood flow throughout your entire body. Okay, you now know the 5 foods. But how do you combine them for maximum effect? Knowledge is great, but action is better. Let's create a simple circulation super smoothie that you can make in 2 minutes. In a blender, combine 1 large handful of spinach, our nitrate cheat code, 1 cup of frozen blueberries, our factory foreman, and 1/4 cup of walnuts, our nitric oxide building blocks. Add a cup of unsweetened almond milk or water and blend until smooth. This simple smoothie delivers the power of 3 of these foods in one delicious, easy-to-drink package. It's a perfect way to start your day, guaranteeing you're nourishing your circulatory health from the moment you wake up. Thank you for watching. If this guide was helpful, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for more ways to thrive after 60.